Well, what do we have here? It seems like we actually have a messenger that has told us that Chief Daiglaf himself, the wonderful fellow from the Dunlendings clan, have decided to give us their war banner. Or at the very least, we can now suggest strategies that can influence the course of this war. I hope that that's actually going to influence whether we can indeed start sieges or I don't think that's really giving us the war banner, but it is going to allow us to suggest to him what he should do. And we can already kind of do that, but I think that's a pretty decent change. Now, I am up in the north of the map at the moment because I want to help my Moria friends to completely eliminate the major rune camp. And we also have a bunch of other things going on, saying, look at this, a messenger arrived saying that East Osgiliath has been besieged by Mog the Seven-Fingered of Isengard, which is really cool. So yeah, as you can see right here, we have Master Borg the Lesser, and we also have, well, a bunch of other people that have come along from Mount Gundabad as well as Moria, and they are all patrolling around. Rune is literally dead. I mean, they are super, super dead. By the way, if you'd like to see all of my ranks with all of the different factions, look at Moria. We are 561. It's just insane. And if you scroll down, you can even take a look at how much influence I have with each and every faction. Now, yeah, that's a bit a bit much with Moria, I gotta say, but everyone else, not too bad, you know, pretty even for the most part. Otherwise, resource points, absolutely insane with Isengard, Mordor, Dol Guldur, Mount Gundabad is okay, you know. And then, well, we have 865,000 resource points with Moria. So, yeah, it is kind of crazy, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. But I'm hoping that my journey up here... Oh, yeah, my journey up here was not in vain. That is fantastic. Let us approach the siege camp. I'm not going to just send my forces in here because I think it would be pretty fun to fight a little bit, you know, because it is literally the last forces of the rune that we are going to be facing here, so I think it is, I think it's, well, I'm playing the evil faction, so technically I shouldn't be giving them respect, but I'm giving them honorable respect, I guess, and maybe that will, well, actually, maybe I shouldn't, because I'm dying. Oh dear, that is not particularly good. Okay, so I'm actually kind of surprised that they took so much damage there, because didn't I kill anyone? I seem to not do any damage to them. That was weird. I think it was because I was just taking damage. Oh, hello. Hello, there's a whole bunch of archers. Well, this is interesting. Okay, I guess I will just, you know, fight with my shield then. I really like fighting with the two-handed because it's just so much fun. But I guess I will just have to slice and dice through all of them and just use my shield for the most part. Ow, that hurt. That was some pretty damaging attack right there. 19 damage we took. I think that was a headshot. Most likely a headshot. So let's just take him out. There we go. Nice. And there's the last one. Cool. All right. So technically, if I want to, I could rally my forces, but yeah, we can't rally right now because there are just so... Oh, look at this. We've actually got trolls coming along with us as well, which is really nice. I very much love seeing the trolls in action. They're super fun to see. And I'm hoping that this is going to be our first... Well, basically our first step to eliminating the other factions in the game, because let's face it, what do we have? Well, we only have Mordor, and they're doing pretty well. I did destroy quite a few of their war parties to reduce their faction strength, but as it stands, because my siege requirements have been removed, it seems like my allied vassals are actually starting to do something pretty useful now, and here's more orcs, more Uruks, and all kinds of manners of things coming in here, as we did lose a whole bunch of our people, and yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going right now, so it may just be that I needed to just let the game run a little bit, and just, you know, kind of, I guess, get out of that situation. Just get out of the situation nearby to Mordor myself, and just let them fight it out, I guess. Because, as it stands, I think we have a much better shot at doing things when I'm not actually there, because it seems to me like when I'm there, most of the vassals tend to be a little bit indecisive. Oh, and I died. Well, it really wasn't, I really wasn't trying to stay alive there. I was kind of running around with reckless abandon as much as I humanly could. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to retreat right now because I can, and then we're just going to order our troops just to auto-resolve it, and that is going to be it. Done. Look at that. And he is indeed managing to escape. They're all managing to escape, which is kind of unfortunate. That's kind of annoying, but it's all right. It's not a big deal because we have now eliminated Rune completely. And it is probably going to then say that they are completely eliminated. And as you can see, this is the state of the map. So I'm hopeful that they will be going over to Dol Guldur North Outpost relatively soon, because you can see here they have a pretty significant amount of forces. I mean, look at these guys. This guy has 270. And how many chieftains does he? He only has 4? You know what I'm going to do? Can I give him some troops? Oh yeah, by the way, I did actually go to Isengard, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should give a gift to Moria, and that might actually allow me to do something a little bit extra, but here we go. I'm just going to give it to him. Oh, okay, so, oh yeah, I remember now. That basically is trading resource points. Okay, so that basically doesn't make any difference to me. Ooh, I wish to raise an enemy settlement to the ground. Yes, I'm listening. Sieges are only an option for the strongest. Here that is all that needs doing. You should. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this guy is actually going to be giving us permission to siege anything we want. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you go where the enemy is weak and can be beaten. Third, Moria is on its own campaign. We'll fight with you if the pickings look good, but you better be strong enough to win on your own, or you won't last long. Remember that as a great enforcer of Moria, the Master has got no time for failure. You risk much for Moria when you fight. Alright, give me the banner of the Master. Okay, so we lost 100,000 resource points and we spent 35 of our influence. We have 800,000 still remaining. I'm not sure why it's 100,000 resource points and only 35 influence, but okay, I'm not going to question it. And we are now, well, we can now siege anything we want, I think. So it was really worth it coming up here because, frankly, we are so much better off with Moria than we are with Isengard right now, literally just because of that thing that happened previously in the series, and that is just insane. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go down here and we're going to eliminate the Dol Guldur. And there we go. Rune is no more defeated by the forces of Mount Gundabad. Well, technically, well, I guess it is Mount Gundabad, kind of, because I think he started the siege. Someone from Mount Gundabad started the siege, but whatever the case, I am not going to waste this banner whatsoever. We are going to go hard against these guys. Really, really hard, as we can. And let's get some more Orc Chieftains. And there's only 213 here. That is it. Wow, that is really easy. Okay, so let us attack the town. Oh, I am so happy that we can attack the town. This is really, really cool. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. I think we have to actually bash down the gate. I seem to remember doing this particular siege on Bertildian, wasn't it? Wasn't it on Bertildian? I'm not entirely sure, actually, so don't quote me on that. But I seem to remember this layout, and I talked about that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and I made a reference to it. Let me just say that. And otherwise, I'm hopeful. Oh, yeah, there we go. The gate was rough. The gate was just paper. The gate was paper before us, yes. But you can just see how incredible it is for our Orc Chieftains to swarm in here. And literally, I am not running with anyone right now. I don't believe we have any allied vassals nearby, so it is extremely easy for us to get in here. Unfortunately, I can't really tell. That's the reason why it's a bit difficult to sort of narrow down who the enemy actually is, because of course we are up against orcs, and I have a whole army of orcs, so that really does make things a bit difficult. They are a little bit different here and there. They do have slightly different features here and there, but most of the time when you're fighting, you really just can't tell unless you go close to them and then you're like, oh, I'm actually starting to hit one of my own guys. And thankfully there's just no friendly fire. If there was friendly fire, we would be in some big trouble. But I guess because we are orcs and uruks and things, they probably wouldn't care, would they? They probably wouldn't care. They'd probably just see it as discipline, wouldn't they? Yeah, they probably would. Anyway, let's do some damage here. Try and eliminate as many of them as possible. And then we will be in a really, really good position. Because that will then mean, thanks to us having the banner, we will be able to then attack Dol Guldur itself. And you can quite clearly see as well that from the options that I got from having the war banner is that you're not even allowed to do auto-resolve battles. So even if I wanted to speed through the sieges, no, we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed. So the only way that we can do auto-resolve is if we join someone else's siege and then utilize that particular option, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. I think that's a pretty interesting choice because I would have expected it to just be standard siege kind of mechanics where you can just choose what you want to do, you know, wait until tomorrow or, you know, build siege and things like that. But no, you can just go straight in there, and I like the fact that you can just bash down the gate. I think that's really fun. But I would prefer to be able to do auto-resolve, but there you go, it's dead. That's it. It's done. It's done, which is fantastic. And the Moria War Party was actually helping us. All right, so the lads are hungry. Let's kill some... I'm sorry, fell goblins of Moria. You're going to get killed. And we are going to now head on over to Dol Guldur. So let's see what we can do here. I hope I still have the banner because I seem to remember getting it once and then losing it for some reason. I actually don't know why. Oh, the troll cave has been besieged. Well, I'm hopeful that that will not get taken. There are so many units there. I find it hard to believe that someone would be able to even take it. So let's go into Dol Guldur, and I can actually attack it. All right, so let me just wait here for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna level up a couple more of our forces here. I know I do have a bunch of people leveling up here, but I don't really want to level them up so much. You know what? Let's level this guy up because he is a very good fighter. Fuldemir is not exactly great. As you can see, he is not exactly great, but I guess I'll just give him a little bit more in Iron Flesh just so that he maybe will stay alive just that little bit longer. All right, so let me just wait here a little bit and then I will go in. All right, so let's do this. There are 1,400 enemy units in the garrison here. And, oh, we have a troll? I don't remember having a troll, actually. Hello? Cave troll? Oh, okay, fantastic. I really don't remember having a cave troll in my army. Do I have a cave troll in my army, or is this just some random party that has joined us again? I don't know. But whatever the case, I am very much looking forward... Am I looking forward to raiding this? Personally, Dol Guldur is not one of my favorite town layouts, because even though it is really cool to siege and the cinematic potential is fantastic. I mean, look at it. It's just crazy cool looking, right? Yeah, you know, I think everyone can agree on that. However, when I have come here before to do tasks, to search for the suspicious orc, to search for the leader, you know, to speak to the leader of Dol Guldur, it is really difficult to find your way around in this place. So hopefully it will not be the same thing when we get in to do the actual murdering of the defenders. But if it is, we'll just try and deal with it as best we can. Otherwise, let's try and get this gate down. This is not even a difficult gate to get down, really. There you go. Oh, what? One of our Gundabad skirmishers was knocked unconscious by gate defense? Did you see that? Actually, unsure whether I read that correctly. Oh well, never mind, it's gone now. So yeah, maybe there was like an automated defense system or something that got activated, or I don't know. But anyway, these guys are going to be very simple to eliminate. I'm just going to rush to the archers, I suppose. And if I get killed, then I get killed and we can just go back in and it's not really going to be too much of a big deal. But maybe I should just wait with the swarm. You know what? I'm just going to wait with the swarm then, because I really don't want to get outnumbered so incredibly quickly, because that's exactly what is going to happen. And, wow, these guys are just falling before all of us here. Gorbag, I'm very, very pleased that I leveled you up just now, so he can start doing some massive damage. I really want to find out where they enter the battle, because that is going to be our primary place to kind of camp out and basically be like, okay, so I'm just going to stand here swinging away, and, you know, hopefully that is then going to result in many, many kills for us, and as a result, many, many faster deaths for the opponent. Okay, so new enemies have arrived. Where did they arrive? Not along here, that's for sure. Can I go in here? Nope, that is not a destructible. Okay. Okay, not too bad so far. Let's try and dodge the arrows, even though they're probably not going to do that much damage to me. I mean, let's face it, they are orc archers. I feel like Rune is a little bit better at archery in general, because they are humans, and orcs are not exactly great at their archery skill, at least in the last days. I think that the Uruks are much better at archery, but I guess it really depends on where you go, because I think Gundabad actually does have some really, really good archers, or at the very least they have some very nice warg riders as well. Oh, okay, so it seems like these are my forces. I should really be able to tell that, because they are covered in blood. And, wait a minute, Gundabad? Gundabad warg riders? It seems like I do have a Gundabad war party with me, or something like that, and I had no idea that that was the case. Okay, well, that's pretty good. And now I am stuck. Ah, well, okay, well, thanks. Thank you. Okay, they got unstuck, so that's pretty good. All right, so where do the enemies actually come from? Ah, I think they come from up there. Or maybe down there. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of a tunnel or something like that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go down, because I would assume that, you know, goblins, orcs, and so on, they would prefer to be in relative darkness. So let's try going there. It seems like one of our companions is thinking that most of the enemies are upstairs, though. So it could be that I'm going the wrong... Oh, am I going the wrong way? Golem is here as well. Oh, no, here we go, here we go. Oh, yes, this is where we are. This is where we want to be. 250 enemies have been eliminated so far, and there are 1,400. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through the whole siege with you, because, well, it's basically pointless, isn't it? Because we kind of know now that if we can get in to their reinforcement zone and start killing them there, there's going to be no problem. And I don't think we will be pushed back at that point. But I really just have to find out where that indeed is. But it's so cool to see the architecture from the other side. It really is, because being able to get down through the gates and then finding where they are mainly coming from. It seems like they're coming from the top. That's kind of weird. Oh well, never mind. I guess I'll see you in about 1,000 kills, or maybe less, dependent on if the mod allows us to, you know, skip some of the garrison. And there we have it. We defeated the enemy. Now, thankfully, we didn't have to eliminate all 1,400. We only had to eliminate 900, but that was still extremely... you can kind of tell. It was very, very taxing indeed, because we just kind of had to stand there just slaughtering all of them all the time. Anyway, there you go. That is indeed it. Ruins of Dol Guldur. And I'm very much hoping that they will be now eliminated, and that Master Fyhrr is still running around. So let me actually just go over to him and say hi. And, oh no, there we go, there we go. They have been defeated, and that means he is removed from the game. So the forces of Mount Gundabad now march to Gondor, even though that is actually not... It's not... Well, it is kind of necessary, because they are going to have to murder Mordor in every single way. So basically the only people we have to eliminate now, well, is Mordor. That's it. That is actually it, I believe. I don't think that if we eliminate Mordor that Isengard and Moria and Gundabad will turn on themselves, and of course the Dunlendings people too. But yeah, as you can see, those things, they stopped raiding them, they stopped besieging them, should I say, and that is kind of unfortunate, because I would have liked to have seen those vassals actually do that. Oh, there we go, they're actually starting to do it again. Oh, and Mordor's strength has been diminished, and it is now down to Fyhrr, which I believe now opens them up to besieging. I think it does. I'm not entirely sure. I can't quite remember what the level is. I think it is 3,000 or something like that. But as I say, I did change the settings so that basically any faction is capable of being besieged at any time. So let's go into the Orc Patrol camp and let's see how many units they actually have there. And it seems like we only have 823 enemies at this particular Orc Patrol camp. Unfortunately, again, I still cannot auto-resolve, so I will just have to run my guys straight in there and see what we can do. However, I am going to show you this because it is very, very cool to see all of these orcs just clambering up the ladders of our enemies and attempting to murder them. And what is really cool about this is that generally, if you're going to be playing a mod and they have multiple ladders, the ladders are not all going to be used sometimes. But the mod team behind The Last Days has done a fantastic job in making it so that every... Well, I mean, basically so that every single force is going to be split up into 3, and they're going to be able to use each ladder individually. And I think that that is... Oh, that's really, really cool, because you really don't want to have all your units just rushing up one ladder, as always, you know, because that's basically just normal native siege warfare, and that's pretty annoying. So it's pretty cool that they've done it this way. Very, very cool. And I've just now realized that Mordor does have Uruks, don't they? So I have to be a bit careful here. Can't just run in however I want and start swinging randomly, because, well, I am actually doing that, but the point is that I've got to be a bit careful, because I really don't want to get killed by an Uruk, because they are much more damaging than orcs. Hello there. It is nice to meet you. I am Bear Uruk, and you are going to lose, die, maybe. I actually don't know. Maybe I'll lose. Who knows? I'm actually taking some damage here, badly enough. Can't really attack from the side here. Can I attack from the side here? Yeah, I can actually attack from the side here. I thought that it might be inadvisable, considering it's quite tight and close quarters. So it's going to be difficult to fight against the walls here. But no, it seems like we don't really have too many difficulties with the reach of our sword at the moment. So let's just continue to move along here. Taking 2 damage from these guys is really annoying as well. But thankfully... How many levels? How many levels does this have? Thankfully, I will eventually get to the top, I guess. Let's go first person, because I can't actually see anything otherwise. And they seem to be able to kill me, but I can't kill them because we are an Uruk, and these guys are all orcs. Oh. And I now just fell down. I literally cannot see anything up there. That is really, really harsh. Okay, I'm just going to continue attacking them then. Attack from the side, attack from the side. There we go, okay. Nice. And I think that's it. Okay, fantastic. So now none of my guys need to come up here, and I can literally just look down on my forces swarming over the enemy. Just look at this spectacle. And that is really, really cool. I can only imagine how this is going to look in a bigger scale, you know what I mean? So, you know, an engine that can potentially handle even more units, because my maximum battle size at the moment is 360, and you can imagine how it's going to be if it's double that. Imagine seeing all those orcs swarming over your enemies and just generally having a grand old time. I can't even get down here now. That is hilarious. Yes, look at this. Okay, let me crouch. No, okay. I cannot leave, and I can't jump off here at all. As you can see, there is an invisible wall. Oh, I can do it this way. Phew. Okay, I thought to myself, oh, I'm stuck. That would have been awful. Okay, so there is an enemy there, but unfortunately, he seems to be stuck. Not anymore. Okay, well, that's good, at least. All right, so how many enemies do we have left? Wow, we've actually already eliminated 600 of them. They got eliminated very, very quickly. I guess that just shows that Dol Guldur itself is a fantastic defensive structure, because I don't know whether you noticed, but Dol Guldur took me a very long time in comparison to this, which we have already eliminated basically most of the enemies. So let's see what I can do here. I need to actually get in to this small area where they have all spawned. I'm going to have to do some damage and try and eliminate them all. Got to be a bit careful about what kind of swing I use as well. As you can see right there, the overhead and the forehand swing is being a little bit difficult. Backhand's working a little bit better. There we go. That's what we want to see. And maybe now some overheads. No, overheads are still not working out too well. This is very difficult. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to wade through these guys, and we'll see if we can take them all out. As you can see, there's still 100 left, but they should go pretty quickly. Alright, so we were finally able to win there. They just continue spawning guys. It was just literally like a clown car of orcs. Just orcs coming out. And it was just absolutely awful fighting in that close quarter situation as well. So anyway, it did seem like a bunch of vassals were there as well, so that might have been the reason why they took quite a while to be eliminated. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to be taking anything for obvious reasons. And otherwise, we can now head on to Morannon if we want to. How are they doing at East Osgiliath? It seems like they are doing a siege there. Hey, you know what? Let's go over and see what's going on at East Osgiliath. Maybe we will be able to help out and do some auto-resolve, and then they will... Oh, never mind. No, they're not willing to siege it. That is kind of amusing. Oh well, never mind. Let me see if I can help these guys out. And let's just do an auto-resolve, kill them very, very quickly. There we go. And now we can continue onward. Hopefully, should try and kill one of these prisoner trains, maybe. That would be... Yes. Oh, there's only 30. Yeah, I don't really want to fight the 30. So it's kind of pointless. So maybe we can fight these guys? No? They're a bit too fast. Okay, so what about the war party? Yes, let's go over here and help with the war party. This is what I was doing off screen a little bit as well, by the way. Just going into these fights, auto-resolving very quickly. Skang's host is already back. Look at this guy. He's got 159. Go get him. Go get him, Isengard scouts. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what we want. And let's kill him. There we go. Nice. All right. So do bear in mind that lords do have the possibility of being killed completely, and that means that they are obviously not in the game any further, but that has not happened for quite some time. Otherwise, Minas Morgul only has 855. This is going to be one of the best... Oh. Why am I not... yeah, that's the point. I'm not entirely sure why I don't have the banner any further. I really don't know why I don't have the banner any further. It might be that I need to wait for some people to besiege it, or I might need to... I don't even know. Maybe it's limited? Maybe it only lasts for 2 sieges or 3 sieges or something like that? Maybe that's indeed the case. But whatever it is, I'm pretty happy that we've been able to get some progress here, because now the entire northern area of the map is cleared. Absolutely cleared of any enemies. And now all we have to do is stomp out the last remaining resistance. And we'll probably do that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.